Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the Swing Trading Masterclass. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about a new position, a new strategy. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, smash that like button, subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below in the comments. And you guys know this is not my normal setup. We are on vacation here in Florida, so we are going to continue to post, continue to film for you guys. So we took a new position here, which is exciting. We're going to go ahead and show you guys that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you guys do, smash that like button, subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat, but more importantly, we actually teach you to trade. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. It's honest strategies that I've used over the past 7 years. So check it out down below, and you guys can get 80% off by using code SUMMER. Only 2 spots left for that code. You only pay for like the sign up cost that I pay, so I don't make any money off it. So check it out down below, use that code, and I'll see you guys in there. So when it comes to swing trading here, I don't just trade random stocks. When I first started, I felt like this was something that I did. I would just buy a stock in hopes it would go up. Obviously, that's not a recipe for success. I soon realized that and I started losing money. One of the things that I recommend doing is to have a checklist. So it's a set list of criteria before you ever place a trade. So with the position ticker symbol SO that we took today, I want to show you guys that. So the first thing I look at here is trends. You guys can see that SO has a beautiful upward trend where we've seen this stock go from all the way down here at about near and around the $68 mark all the way up to $88 in about 7 months. So we've seen a good amount of buying pressure. We've also seen some heavy support here on some moving average lines and a little bit of some trend action, which is nice. The more indicators, the more supports you guys have, the better off, right, you guys are gonna be. So you guys can see a little bit of some support in there, which is really, really good. So you guys can see hits it, buying pressure, recently sold off, hits it here, ton of buying pressure there, sold off back down to that level, and we've seen that nice move up. So the first thing I look at is trend. The second thing I look at is support. You don't just trade random stocks. You want to make sure that the stock has seen recent tendencies of getting buying pressure at a certain price, moving average line or something. So now here, as we look at this here, you guys can see we see the support here on the trend and also that moving average line, right? It hits it, we have buying pressure, hits it down, hits it here, we have buying pressure. So we know there's a good indication that we could see a possible move going higher. Okay, after that, so we have an upward trend, we have a support. The next thing I want to do here is look at the earnings. Understanding when a stock is going through an earnings is so important because you guys can see that it actually just released earnings in here, and we've seen huge amount of sell-offs, in here, huge amount of buying pressure from earnings. So in earnings is just a 50-50 chance of making money. For me, I don't hold a position, through an earnings report just because it's so risky. So that's the next thing I look at. After that here, I want to look at the RSI, which is just a relative strength index. It was trading near and around, I would say, about a 30, which is actually a pretty good spot. And what I always want to do is just look back at previous history because history tends to repeat itself. So you can see the last time that it was trading, at those levels here was back in about here where we saw some good moves going up. So that's the next thing I look at. After that, of course, I'll take a look at the MACD. Sometimes the MACD is going to be a little bit delayed on the daily time frame because that's what I'm looking at. So I don't pay too much attention to this. I will look at it at other time frames. So now here, you probably are wondering, well, Carter, what are your moving average lines? So the yellow is the 50, then we have the 90, which is the blue, and then the 200-day. So these act as support, they act as resistance, and they also act as trend indication. The higher up you go, so the 200 is going to be a harder support than the 50. Just the higher up you go, the harder the support levels are going to be. The next thing that I saw here was this beautiful candle. This is what we call an upward hammer right here, which historically is a very, very bullish thing for the stock to do. So that just gave us another indication where we could see more buying pressure out of the stock. after that here, we went to that 1 hour time frame, and you guys can see that what we want to look for is breakouts. Breakouts are king. So you guys can see we're sort of forming this downward trend, and we called this stock out in our group, and we went ahead and put it in, and I said I'm keeping my alerts set above it. So it kept hitting that trend, selling off, hitting that trend, selling off. Then we had this nice move where it popped up, okay? So this was our entry point near and around the 86.25 area, right in there. Now, the thought process I had for this was very, very simple, and we'll go ahead and draw it out for you guys. So for some reason, I can't do it on the Mac, but on here, what we're pretty much doing, we're entering here, okay, for a possible move up here, which would be near and around about, let's go ahead and move this, which would be about a 7% return, okay? So we're entering there for a possible move, okay, on the downside to about here, which is about 3.5. So we're risking about $1, okay, to make about $1 to make about $2, risking $1 to make about $2 or $3, which is a good risk and reward. It is a little harder to do on the Mac compared to the Windows, in my opinion, but you still can do the job just fine. So now here, as the stock continues to go up and up and up, we've noticed that we've seen this beautiful trend line here. So that's where we're going to keep our stop loss, is if it dips down below that trend, we'll just exit the trade. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're just continuing to look and evaluate and watch this. You guys can also see that we had that beautiful, beautiful MACD crossover, which historically is a very bullish thing for the stock to do, where it crosses up, breaking up through it, not down through it. That's very important. So this is a simple strategy you guys can use, whether you're on vacation like I'm doing, whether you're at a full-time job. It doesn't matter. You just got to put in the work. So check out our school, but more importantly, focus on learning, focus on education, focus on paper trading, and just being the best trader you can be. So I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. And like always, smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.